Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Brandon, and welcome to Audio Addiction. We got our good friends, and they can name their own band and who they are and what they do.
Vault of Valor from Australia. My name's Max. I'm the guitarist, one of the guitarists.
My name's George. I'm the vocalist.
Nice, nice.
Good to be with you, man.
Yeah.
Good to be with you guys too. I'm glad.
What's going on?
What's going on? Not much, man. We
Shut
just
up, you talked to me earlier. You know what's
Shut
going
up.
on.
Anyway, I just wanted to start off with I was recommended to you guys by a guy on Reddit. I don't know his name. His name escapes me, but I messaged him and he was like, "Yo, check out Vault of Valor." And I was like, "All right." So I checked you guys out, and 90% of the time I usually check the bands out even if like they're not my cup of tea or whatever. So I was like, "Yo, I'll check these guys out." So checked out the first track. I don't even remember what track it was, but I was just like, this stuff is like old school metalcore, like ABR, like a little bit of Parkway Drive. Who else? And like As I Lay Dying, definitely reminiscent of those types of things. I was telling Max I was listening to it about half an hour before we hopped on, so I really, really enjoyed it a lot, and I'm glad we were able to get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, sick, man. So,
Yeah.
so it's all fresh in your brain. Then
It is
you just
fresh.
Sounds like we're
It's so
cup of tea.
it's so fresh that I forgot the names of all the songs now.
That's fun. That's what
right.
you want.
We've
Yeah.
only just learnt the names ourselves.
Yeah.
Because for ages, like, Standpoint was like song one, The Blind Watchmaker was like song two,
Two.
and then when we're at practice, we're like, all right, what do you want to play
What's this one
next?
called again?
It's like
So
song.
I'll
I'd like to
just
play song 5. How about that one? That one's good. Nah,
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I think song 4 is much better. I like sound 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. It's like, oi, boys, we've got to start using the actual song names. Hey? And it's like, oh, yeah, all right.
The real test is when we do it live, like, because
George,
I'll probably have to announce to people, and I'll be like, "This is Standpoint."
There's a song. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's great. My first question for you guys is, how'd you go and find the other members of your band? Is there something like in Australia where you can find bands, or did you go on Facebook, or are you guys good friends, or how does the story go?
This one's you, mainly.
Yeah. So I sort of, I sort of started the band, in 2010, I reckon.
So long.
I know. So
Back when metalcore was cool.
Oh my god.
yeah, but yeah. So I sort of started the band, started getting like guys together in 2010, but yeah, you know how it goes. Bands being bands, like people leave and they do other things, and commitments and blah blah blah. So there's like a local advertising website here called Gumtree. So
It's like Craigslist.
That's Craigslist.
Yeah.
I was gonna, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's Craigslist.
Yeah, it's kind
just
yeah.
Looks more Aussie. It's like
Yeah.
gum trees and shit.
Yeah, there's Aussie shit on there anyway.
Aussie colour palette.
So trying to find guys on there, and then I think I got recommended to, I think it was one of our old vocalists who was in the band for like a couple of months. He knew Josh, so he's like, "Hey man, you should get in touch with Josh. He's a sick guitarist." I was like, "Yeah, all right." So I rang him up and we had a jam, and like I jammed with like heaps of guitarists before that, and I needed to find that guy that I really clicked with, that we could just bounce ideas off each other, and we had like a similar kind of style, and that we could put the direction in the band, like the direction of the band needed a solid sort of path to go down, and yeah, Josh was that guy. So, and ever since then, me and him have been jamming, and we eventually found George. Tried out a heap of vocalists, got him round to have a bit of a sing on the pre-production demos, and yeah, I mean, most of the guys just didn't have that vocal sound that I was really after. I kind of wanted someone that was a cross between like Texas in July, the Texas in July vocalist, old and new, and like a Parkway kind of Ghost Inside kind of heavy that wasn't really, that didn't really want to focus on any cleans really. I just mainly wanted like a heavy vocalist. So George come around, and I was just like, oh, here we go again.
This kid who'd been living in this country, like this redneck country town for like the last 20 years of his life.
So George rocks up, and I'm like, set the mic up and stuff, and I'm like, all right, man, are you ready? And he's like, what sort of like growl do you want? And I was just like, I don't know, man, you just do your thing. And he's like, all right, so do you want kind of like a roar? And I was just like,
oh shit!
I was like, yep. And like, no shit. As soon as he opened his mouth, and as soon as I heard that first scream, I was just like,
that's it.
That's the dude. That's the dude.
Max started bleeding from his eyes.
Yeah.
Like, was that what you should have been there, bro?
I wish.
So that's half the story, I suppose.
That's pretty much it.
Drummer wise, we've had a few drummers, and we've just been trying to find the right mix of like personalities and like, you know, because number one thing, you've all got to be friends and like good mates in the band.
Yeah.
So we just tried to find that dynamic of the right guys and stuff. Our mate Paul. He's currently our session drummer. He did the EP for us, and he's playing our gigs and stuff for us at the moment. But because he's a full-time drummer that's his job.
Yeah.
He's very busy with a lot of other bands, and he tours with other bands and all that.
We've
sort
got
of
to
stuff.
like schedule him like 2 months prior.
Oh my god.
But
Really?
yeah, but he's an amazing drummer.
Yeah.
He's super professional, and he's perfect. And Sean's probably the most recent guy to the band. He's our bass player. He jumped on board after we finished the EP, and awesome dude, right fit for the band. So now we're just going for it now.
Nice.
Another guy with it now. It's great.
Yeah.
As you see, I'm very much lacking in that department, but I saw in the video. Did you guys do? Obviously, you did all of the guitar parts and stuff like that. But did you find other people to do the parts, or like you said, you just found your new bassist? So did you just have somebody come in and do the bass for you, or one of you guys did the bass?
Nah, I pretty much just did the bass.
You pretty much did the bass. Is that your studio, by the way, or is that?
No. Oh, I wish. Our good mate Jared. He's actually one of Josh's good mates, and he's like, I was like, all right, man, we need to record. Who are we going to go with? And he's like, oh, my mate Jared. He works at a recording studio called House of Sap, and I was like, oh, okay, because I had another guy in mind, and. He's he was like a younger guy, and I was like, oh, I don't know if he's going to have the experience.
How old is he? He's like 23 or something?
He's like 21.
Yeah.
Or 20,
younger than
22.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I was like, yeah, all right, and he sent me some of the stuff that he'd been doing. He'd been recording like a few pop punk bands, and I was like, yeah, man, production quality sounds sick. So and then we started chatting to him, went out there, met him and stuff, and he makes all of his own music as well, so he kind of produces his own stuff, and I do that too. So I was just like, man, I'd love to like collaborate, me and you, like sitting down with Pro Tools and just like go for it sort of thing. Like make like the intro to the EP and the intro to like House of Cards we made together. And yeah, it turned out really good, really atmospheric, and like leads into each song like really well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Since you guys are from Australia and I am not from Australia, what are some favorite places you like to visit?
That's a good question.
The shop up the corner,
The local fish and chip shop.
pretty good. That is sick. sick chips up there, man. Their chicken salt rocks. I don't know. What do you mean? Like when we go out or holidays or
Whatever.
Just
Well,
favorite places.
Oh,
Yeah, favorite places. Yeah.
Almost every Saturday night. Well, I haven't really for the last 2 months, but I'm trying to get back on track. I actually go to the Hare Krishna's temple out in like the middle of like the ghetto in LA, basically. And they do like $10 all you can eat, and like there's always like huge like singing dance alongs and stuff. I don't really get involved in it, but like watching it's pretty cool.
I mean, you should get involved. Then you can just scream, and everybody will look at you like, "Whoa."
And then I'll be banned. And then I'll never come back. And I'll be just forfeiting all this like amazing $10 food. And like the Australian dollar at the moment is just like money is terrible in Australia at the moment. So like $10 for all you can eat is like amazing. Really. You go somewhere else and it's like $30 to $40. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you go home to Ceduna much?
kind of. I haven't been lately, but what do they use over there? They use miles, don't they?
Yes, we use miles.
Where, like my country town is probably like 500 to 600 miles from Adelaide, and like I used to do that drive like just like every now and then. It's like an 8 to 9 hour drive.
That's
but I'm so
nuts.
used to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so used to it that it's like nothing to me. So I'm interested as well when we go on this tour, because like me and Max are country bumpkins. When we're driving to like these places out in the middle of nowhere, how all the like city slickers will go with it. Like I can just imagine them all complaining. We'll just be like, shut up, it's not that long.
Yeah, so I like to go home to Broken Hill whenever I can. That's where I'm from. It's just a little outback mining town, and just grew up there. Used to skate there.
Nice.
With all my mates, and just something about going back home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but you never want to stay for too long.
No.
You're like, you get there
Soon as-
and you'll like see your mates and like your family and whatever, and then like the next day or the day after or whatever,
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
It doesn't take long sometimes, eh?
Yeah.
Or like your auntie will come over, or your nan will come over.
And like in theory you miss her, but as soon as she's there,
yeah,
you're
you're
like,
just like, fucking hell, now.
this is why I
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But some of the places here in Adelaide, like we go out into the city and stuff like that, which is only like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
That's
into
not
the
bad.
City. Yeah, it's only 20 minutes into the city drive.
Yeah.
So we go out and catch gigs and stuff like that. Local bands and like, we actually do get a lot of international bands here.
Yeah.
Believe it.
They don't
Yeah.
like Adelaide is probably like the audiences aren't that big in Adelaide compared to everywhere else. When you see like Sydney, Melbourne, and like Queensland and stuff,
Yeah.
like these are always packed out. But Adelaide with internationals never really sells out. Like it's got to be a really big band.
Yeah, it depends
Yeah.
who it is. I think Bring Me the Horizon and Architects are coming.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they
yeah.
sold out.
Yeah, so that's sold out
September
at like.
the 20th, I think.
Is it Theban Theatre?
Entertainment Centre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's sold out?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Mm.
That's pretty good.
That's a big thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking hell. Sick. Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, they're coming here soon. And yeah, I went and seen Fear Factory not so long ago, about a month ago.
Of course you
Got
did.
all of my collection signed.
I legitimately couldn't tell. Like all the way in the back is just all Fear Factory.
Yeah, this is the Fear Factory Museum, the Australian Fear Factory Museum.
What is it? The Fear Factorium or something?
Fear Factorium.
Factorium.
I like that. You should coin that. That's your new name. Is the Fear
Already
Factory.
Yeah, that's just what it's called.
Oh my god.
I better light that shit up.
Oh man, light.
What's going on?
Night at the museum over here. It's all coming to life.
Oh my god, that's great. That's sick
Yeah.
though. I like that.
I'm an electrician, so I couldn't help myself. I had to.
It's all right.
lights in all-
It looks
I had
sick
to
now.
put lights in it, wire it up, and all that.
Are you
Yeah.
guys? I mean, do you guys go and? I mean, obviously there are huge Australian bands like Parkway. You guys go see Parkway, I'm sure.
Yep.
Hands Like Houses is getting huge. Tonight Alive's pretty big, right?
Polaris, there's a
Polaris,
band
yeah, I love Polaris.
Polaris
Oh.
are getting pretty big now. We've went and seen them. They're
How-
like awesome guys.
How about Make Me Suffer? Or Make Them Suffer.
Like them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Thy Art Is Murder. or
Thy Art Is
another-
Murder.
Asphyxiation shit.
another big band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
um,
that was an inside joke with Dan because he was like, "Did you say make me suffer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did on accident." And I was like, "Thanks for calling me out, asshole." He's like, maybe that's how you think of their music. And I was like, no. I was like, they're great. And then he's just like, well, you said make me suffer, so that's what I assume it is. And I was just like, I hate you so much.
I feel like it's a really big achievement these days when local Adelaide bands get traction and actually become huge without, like, losing the rat race basically and breaking up. Like a lot of Adelaide bands, just as they get some huge traction and take off, they just break up out of nowhere. Like recently, I Exalt, they're like a huge local act. They've got about 20,000 likes on Facebook or whatever, and then they like released their new EP and don't know what happened then. They just called it quits, and like yeah, it just happens all the time.
Yeah.
So,
I know a few more. Like I know In Heart's Wake, they just they're touring the U.S. now.
Yep.
I don't know if they're from Adelaide or not. And then who's
Byron
another?
Bay. Yeah.
Byron Bay and
also-
another one. Another band that I like a lot is Awaken I Am. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're kind of like a little bit like Hands Like Houses style.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're awesome dudes.
Oh, Brandon loves his Aussie folk.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Aussie bands. I have to make it out there again, like I said. So I'm
It's actually been a bit of a I don't know. It's actually been. I thought it'd be like a massive disadvantage.
To be an Aussie band, or
Well, just being from Adelaide and
oh yeah,
because it's you know how hard it is to
yeah,
break in. But it's actually been a bit of a bit of a selling point for us. I feel like putting the word Australian metalcore on any
it means something.
on anything that we do,
Yeah.
like putting it on like our YouTube channel and stuff. Like there'll be our video, and then
Yeah.
underneath, because we were just writing because when we released this EP, like what was it like 4 weeks ago or something, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was just like. We were just like focused on like Adelaide and like even Australia or the world just didn't enter our minds. We were just like, yeah, we'll just like we'll release this
Just a
here
local band, yeah.
and like we'll see what happens and blah blah blah.
And then all of a sudden, Moscow is just like packed full of fans, and they're like, "When are you playing Russia next?" And we're like,
Yeah, yeah, and then after that, yeah, so. After that happened, so I just put like Adelaide metalcore on like all of our stuff, and like that was it. And then like we started selling CDs like internationally, and I'm like fucking it. I'm like shit, man. Like this is like this is getting hectic. So I was like maybe I should like change it, like change the focus of like our audience to Australia and the rest of the world because it really made me realize like how connected the internet is and how and how something can just sort of go global like just as quick as it can go local, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, that's how I found out. That's how I found about
Global.
Global. Yeah, Global. Yeah, that's how I found out about you guys. I mean, I wouldn't have found out if, again, if I didn't hear from Reddit. And now, I was like, maybe they'll message me back. Who knows? I don't know. But you guys got back to me real quick. So I mean,
we were psyched. I was like, boys, this
YouTube, we're on YouTube.
I was like, this dude in like New Jersey in America wants to do like a YouTube.
What the fuck's America?
I was like, yeah. So we were psyched, man. So yeah, thanks heaps for this.
No problem, dudes. I'm glad I can. I'm glad I can help you out, in any way. But we'll move on to the next question we got for you. What are some of your musical influences?
Sounded like you're about to start laughing.
Yeah, I was.
You're
Very,
like, oh,
very
Spice
close.
Girls?
Well, grew up listening to a lot of '90s techno. Mr. Vane. Mr. Vane's one of my favourites. Love Rhythm of the Night's a good one. No, I reckon. Obviously, growing up, I played like learning guitar. I played a lot of Nirvana.
Nice.
I love Nirvana. Like they were like my favorite. Like they were like my favorite band. So that's what got me into playing guitar. Was like learning like every Nirvana song on guitar, pretty much. Because they're all they're all catchy, great songs, and they're like really good to learn when you're learning guitar.
Yeah.
And from there, it pretty much went to like heavier bands, like all the when the new metal thing come in like 2000s and stuff, late 90s.
And you're a new metal band, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in like a couple of local Broken Hill new metal bands. Yeah, that was interesting. I was a vocalist too. I was like yo. Yeah, bit of an embarrassing.
What's up, Broken Hill?
bit of an embarrassing time, but anyway. And then from there, like got into heavier bands, like metal bands, like Fear Factory and stuff like that. And that really taught me
How to be metal.
how to triple pick and like get fast with like doing like tremolo picking and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
And then from there, I sort of got into like more of the like Gothenburg sort of bands, like In Flames and Soilwork and Dark Tranquility and stuff like that. Those bands were a big influence on my playing. Very like, I think they kind of got me into like playing like guitar harmonies and stuff like that, and like learning when to use a guitar harmony in a certain riff and like. So that's one of the things I usually do. I'll play like a thrashy like riff, and then I like to like harmonize it with Josh, and then it'll like change pace. Like so it'll be fun, and like it'll go into like a slow sort of like rhythm with like guitar harmonies and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
And then from there, pretty much, then I started getting into like more metalcore stuff, like August Burns Red, Parkway, Texas in July, and Ghost Inside.
Yeah.
Architects, bands like that.
And now all you listen to is disco.
Yeah, that's it. Back listening to 90s techno.
Disco stew.
Yeah, it's good for a break every now and then.
I don't really even know where to start. Like growing up, my family listened to a lot of the Beatles. Actually,
Nice.
as a
All right.
lot of families did.
I can hear that in your vocals, man. You know?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So sick. So sick.
Some of that Paul McCartney influence in your streams could.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, my family love that stuff, and like ABBA and like these are all things that don't really have an influence on me. Like there's definitely a chunk of my life.
My mum was a massive ABBA fan, man.
ABBA, Cher, Hawk, fucking what are some other ones? Everything under the sun, basically, in that sort of like category. But the first, like, the real thing that probably got me into heavy music, I guess, would be Slipknot, definitely.
Nice.
Just the whole, like, the chaos of their band and everything, and like the vocals and the instruments and the random like trash cans and shit they hit, and like it was just all so addictive to me. And it was like growing up, like I was pretty sure I had like ADHD or some shit like that. So like that sort of like chaos really spoke to my like all over the place brain. And that was it basically from there. And like everything else to come from that is just heavy music, really. Like I got into a lot of deathcore when I was probably like 16 to 18 or 19. Then it was like to metalcore, and then it was metalcore at the same time, but then it was more metalcore, and now it's sort of just everything.
Yeah.
It's like as you grow up, you realize you don't just have to listen to heavy shit. Like there is a lot of like good music in like everything, just about.
Yeah.
Probably like from where my singing comes from, though, influences would probably be Parkway Drive, Ghost Inside, Texas in July, as I
Yeah.
said before. Not so much August Burns Red. The rest of you guys froth them, but I never really got into them. And yeah, just anything that I think sounds cool. Like a lot of Thy Art is Murder as well. Like just listening to CJ taught me a lot of stuff, definitely. And that's probably it.
Nice, nice. All right. Speaking about bands, what bands have you been listening to lately that either are signed or not?
I've been checking out heaps of like.
Vault of Valor.
I've been. Yeah, those guys are
Shameless
shit.
plug. Shameless plug. Vault of Valor.
They're so fucking shit, man. Anyway, yeah, don't worry about that shitty band. No, I've been checking out heaps of local bands, like local bands that I didn't know like even existed, like because I've been sort of organising some gigs coming up for us, and just looking for bands that
To play shows.
yeah, like to play
Yeah.
shows with, because like it's really important to like network with like your local scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course,
like that's one of the most important things to do. So
Also, I feel like a show where it's like just one straightforward. So like a deathcore show where there's like 10 deathcore bands. It's kind of no one wants to stick around for the whole thing.
yeah, depending on who's playing, but like with like all the local bands I've been checking out, I've been finding some amazing, like some like top quality bands. Even one in from Wyalla, which is like a little country town as well. What are they called? Was it Concepts?
Or,
Yeah, local. Yeah, Wyalla band Concepts.
local hardcore.
Yeah, like
Nice.
local hard. And like I checked them out. They're just from a little country town. I checked them out and I was like, "Fucking hell, man! This is like, this is sick. This is fucking like." I didn't think like a band, you know, of that quality would you know,
Exist in
would
such
exist,
a
would exist,
small
yeah, would exist in such a small town. But also
It's
like
a needle in a haystack.
yeah, there's also like another local South Australian band which are gaining a lot of traction at the moment called the Daily Chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those guys are starting to get like pretty big, and they've getting like a decent following. So I reckon they'll probably be one of the next bands. I reckon if they stay doing their thing and they just keep doing what they're doing, I reckon they'll be like the next Polaris, maybe.
Nice.
So yeah, they're getting pretty big. But yeah, just checking out heaps of local bands. There's a band coming up from Mount Gambier, which is how far away is that? About a couple of hours drive from Adelaide.
I've honestly never been there. Hey.
But it's only like a little place, and I checked them out, and yeah, their stuff was awesome as well. And I was like, dudes, do you guys want to come up and play our EP launch? And they're like, yeah, man. They're like, yeah, that'd be sick. And I was like, fucking,
Is this Outlander?
yeah. And I was just like, let's do it, man. Let's do it. So
Nice.
so they're coming up on the 3rd of September to play our EP launch with us, with another local band,
Moser.
metalcore band Moser as well. They're my mates. I've been in bands with them before, so
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
What about you?
Well, I saw a band called Hellions the other night.
Hellions, dude, they're sick.
Yeah, man. Like they've in the last 3 years, they put out an album like every year. Hey?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, just the whole vibe of the like show was sick. Like the venue was packed out, and there was like the vocalist barely had to do anything because there's that many people like grabbing the mic and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Singing.
like yeah, and
Yeah.
like a couple of bands that supported him were like the same sort of vibe. And yeah, they're gaining huge traction, and like with their new album, it's just exploded. It's
Yeah.
probably like my favorite album this year, I reckon.
Yeah, that album.
Even though it only
that album
goes for
has-
like half an hour. But yeah. Other than that, it's another local band that's probably gained a lot of traction recently.
Oh.
There's this other band I saw. There's this band called For All Eternity that put up a contest the other day for people to go on their tour with them.
Yeah, that was
And-
cool.
Oh, For All Eternity, yeah, I've heard of them too.
yeah, and this band called the Diamond Construct got posted on there, and they're a bit like architectsy, like metalcore-y, but they're like they've got this really unique thing going for them. They sounded really good, but they're checked out their Facebook, and I think they had like 3,000 likes or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're like pretty small and unheard of, but just like they were just amazing. So I'd be keen to see them whenever they come around. Definitely.
Nice. How about did you guys? I know they're from Australia too. Have you checked out Stories? I don't know if you've heard of them. They're kind of they kind of sound like Under Oath. I love those.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them a few. I've seen them a few times.
Yeah, we're at the Architect show as well. That's right. It was funny. They did like they put out their new album and they supported Architects on their last tour.
Yeah.
And, like they got no traction at all from it, and like no one even knew they had a new album out. And like the next time they came around, they like re-released the album that they put out, and they like put a lot of hype around it and everything, and like everyone like figured out that they put the new album out. But, like, it was funny because like nothing happened for them when they were with Architects, and they like admitted it. They were talking about it on stage and everything, and they were just like heaps devo about that. Like they loved it, but yeah, they're great. Like probably that huge hole that Under Oath left in my heart, they definitely filled it.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying, because I was like, yeah, these guys sound like Under Oath's child, pretty much. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And we just
Was it Circles that played in Fear Factory?
Who?
Circles?
Circles. Yeah, they've got another tour coming up here.
Yeah, where are they?
They're from Sydney, I reckon, or Melbourne.
Sydney or
something.
Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah, Circles. I've seen them. They played with Open for Fear Factory when they played here.
Yep.
And yeah, they were sick.
I'll go see them. Come back
Mm.
just in like a month or something.
Yeah.
Should be
Nice.
good.
All right. So my next question is, how's the local scene and some maybe positives or negatives that you may have with it?
At the moment, it's pretty good.
I feel like it's picking up a lot.
Yeah,
Like in the
that's what
last
I
few,
reckon.
in the last few years, it's been a bit quiet and dingy, but it's only like lately that it's really picking up. There's a lot of local places, like bigger local places, that are shutting down, but I feel like it's giving the smaller venues more traction.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
true.
Picking them up.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, even there's a local Adelaide band called Our Conquest. They just released a film clip, and yeah, that's pretty sick. And they're playing shows. I Exalt are a local Adelaide band who
It's the one who broke up.
who are like pretty big. They're playing their last show here soon.
That's already sold out, hey?
I don't know.
No, it has.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Got like 500 people going or something.
And then there's another local band called Far West Battlefront, who a couple of my mates from Broken Hill are in that band, and they're like massive in Adelaide as well. But yeah, just like there just seems to be like a heap of bands sort of popping up just lately that are all playing shows, and it's just like the local scene kind of went a bit shit for like a few years, like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And now it just feels like it's coming back like with a vengeance.
Yeah.
You know? Like us finally getting our ass into gear and releasing ours.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
we've kind of
People
like
care again.
I feel like we're kind of just like joining that group of like local bands who are just going to be like putting on shows all the time and just like building the scene back up again. So yeah, it's pretty positive at the moment. I can't really think of any negatives apart from some of the venues shutting down. Some of the mid-sized venues that are good when you can't get enough people to fill like
A stadium.
like but like more than like a small sort of little club. But yeah, so some of the mid-size venues shutting down is a bit disappointing because they're good for local bands supporting international bands that don't get that massive crowd but get like a crowd. So that's probably the only negative, but
it's cold as fuck here right now.
Yeah, it's like winter, right?
Yeah, I've been like wanted to go out to a thing
I'm like,
heaps, and then I'm just like,
George,
nah, man.
I'm like, George, come to this gig, man. It's gonna be sick. And he's like, man, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah, I'm just in bed watching like fucking Netflix or something.
Yeah, Netflix is just. I reckon Netflix has probably killed like a good portion of like people going to gigs.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, oh man, you chuck on a show and you just like you watch one episode before you're going out, and then you're just like, oh, it's heaps cold. I might just watch another one. And you just hanging there like watching them all night.
We've actually dropped Netflix. Hey, we unsubscribed the other day after watching Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because that was like the last good show that we could find on there, basically.
Yeah.
Like we've trolled the shit out of that. We swapped over to Stan. Stan's like Netflix for Australia, basically. It's like it's run by like the big media group in Australia, and I don't know. There's a lot of good shows on there at the moment. Watching Better Call Saul's on there, which is good as well. Just finished season 2 of that.
I fucking love that show.
Oh, it's so good. Do you watch Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
I've watched Breaking Bad, but I got behind, and then somebody on my Facebook was like, "Oh yeah, he's blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Really?" I was like, "You spoil it for me. Now I can't like finish it." So I couldn't finish that. But Better Call Saul, I've watched. I haven't watched as much recently, but I've definitely seen a good few episodes.
Yeah.
It's
But
slowly.
nice. All right, so I got another fun question for you guys. If you could pick a song to cover as a band, what would it be and why?
We were talking about this last night.
Oh
we're
shit!
We had band practice yesterday.
That's great.
And
Good timing.
Paul, that's why we cracked up laughing when you asked us. Paul, that drummer, he's like, "Oi boys,
should we do a cover?
do you reckon we should do a cover just to like fill out the set a bit more? Because like we've organised this EP launch, and our set, we're pretty much playing the EP from start to finish.
Yeah, of course.
It's still not like heaps long.
It's like half an hour.
That's probably like half an hour or like just
Bit of talking in there, and we'll fill it up to probably like 35 minutes. But
yeah, well, it's like, oh man, and Paul's like, "Oh, do you guys want to play a cover?" And I was just like, I had my guitar, and I was just like,
Fear Factory.
I was like, yep. I was like, let's play Replica. And everyone's like...
Max was like, everyone knows that song, and like, me and Josh are just looking at each other and like, no, they don't.
Yeah, I'm like, man, everyone knows Replica by Fear Factory, and like, Josh and George are looking at each other going, nah.
Me and Josh are like,
I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? But yeah, these guys are a little bit younger than me, so...
That's
What's
great.
the gap? Probably
But
7 years or something?
But yeah, if we're going to play a cover...
Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, you heard it here first.
we were actually thinking about doing like something that isn't like metal or metalcore or isn't related to the genre. I was like, oh, hey, there's this sick Nero song called Promises.
Yeah.
Have you heard that? It's like this dubsteppy like thing, and it's just got like sick drops and like good.
It's like huge when it came out.
Yeah, it's got like
It's
got like massive chord ring outs and shit, and then there's like a little bit of guitar in there. And I was just like, man, heavy vocals over that, it sounds so sick, but we haven't really like
narrowed it down.
Or whatever yet. So yeah, it's a bit of a
The other word I know in that song is promises. So
all there is.
Practice.
It's all you need.
Yeah. You got me so, how can I you deny?
Oh
so,
yeah. No, that's it. That's the verse.
Promises. Yeah.
Yeah, just sing it heavy like promises. Yeah. That's all you need.
There you go. That's it.
No promises, Brandon.
That's no promises.
No promises.
We're not promising anything, so. But yeah, we probably won't play a cover. We'll probably just do our set.
You guys heard it here first. They're definitely doing promises, so just so you guys know. This one's also a bit of a fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
Yeah, you're a fun one, Brendan.
Thank you.
What a legend.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food to eat.
I didn't even hear
what's your favorite food?
I didn't even hear the question. I was fucking talking.
What's your favorite food?
Yeah, favorite food.
Crumb chicken.
What the hell is crumb chicken?
Oh man, my dad invented
chicken with crumbs.
My dad invented like my dad's like hilarious when it comes to cooking.
Okay.
He just experiments and makes weird shit, man. Oh, yeah. Like, we'd get home from school and Dad'd be like, "All right, dinner's ready, boys," and we're just like, "Oh yeah, what's for dinner tonight, Dad?" And he's like, "Well, I made spaghetti, but I've
Fuck that!
he's like, but I've spiced it up a bit." And I'm like, me and my brother are like, "Oh no, this isn't gonna be good, man." So anyway, like we sit down at the table and like this bowl gets put in front of us, and we're like, "Dad, what is that?" And he's like, "Well, it's spaghetti with a bit of a twist." I was like, "What is it?" So I put a bit of beetroot in there.
What?
A few sultanas,
What?
like raisins, and we're just like, "Oh my god!" Oh, it was fucking horrible too. But anyway, there's one thing that he invented that is like sick,
Okay.
and it's called Dad Chicken.
Dad chicken.
Yeah, that's like the
Is it a
name.
rooster?
That's like the only name he could come up
Oh
with.
my god.
I was like, "What's that called?" It's like, "Oh, that's Dad Spaghetti." "Oh, okay. What's that called?"
Why didn't he call it
Dad's
spaghetti?
whatever. Yeah.
That's Dad
Dadgetti.
Right, okay. But yeah, he invented Dad Chicken, and all it is it's just like cut up chicken breast, coated with actual like stuffing mix. You know the stuffing mix that you
Oh
put
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Well, you use the stuffing
Oh.
mix. You use the stuffing mix crumbs to coat the outside of the chicken.
Don't
with.
give away all of his secrets.
Oh man,
These are the 11 secret herbs and spices.
I make it like once a week. Hey, I love it.
That's great.
So yeah, props to Dad.
Shoutouts to Dad. Shoutouts to Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, even though you put us through the spaghetti incident, the chicken made up for it.
I thought when you
I
I thought Max, when you were gonna say spaghetti, I was like, you just lifted up the thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I experimented," and then you're like, "Why?" And then you're like, "Oh well, instead of meatballs, I put like octopus eyeballs in there, or some shit." Like,
If we had have had that in Broken Hill, he would have tried it.
Wait, Howser was making spaghetti the other day, and we got this new pot from IKEA, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's got like a suction lid, and it's got these like holes on the side to strain it.
Oh yeah.
And like, it didn't occur to me that you're supposed to just use that with like what are they called, the little like tubes of spaghetti, rather than the actual like long strands.
Spiral pasta.
Yeah. So we had like the long strands, and I was like, "Oh, sick! Like, I'll try to strain this out in there." Poured all the fucking spaghetti in the sink. I was like, to my girlfriend Kyra, I was like, "We're having sink spaghetti tonight."
I hate that. I hate that.
It was shit. I used like the whole pack as well.
How fucked is it when like? How fucked is it? You're like, "Nah, fuck the strainer. I'll just use the lid." And
Just
you're
use my hand.
You're like,
and you're like trying to strain the water out, and then like you lose your grip and bloop,
Yeah.
sink spaghetti.
Bloody sink spaghetti.
oh my
Oh,
god.
my favourite food, by the way, at the moment, it'd have to be baked beans and hash browns on toast.
Oh,
So like,
nice.
oh yeah, it's simple as hell, but it's like, takes what, like 20 minutes to cook. So you just like, you get home and you've just got this craving, and like, it's nothing better than a fucking hash brown with some tomato
What
sauce on
do you
it.
eat it at night?
Yeah, sometimes.
So it's not-
So it's like breakfast dinner. Sometimes. I'm too, like, in the mornings, I'm a simple guy. I have peanut butter and honey
I'm a
on
simple
toast,
man.
freaking
Yes.
coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes just feel fucking lazy with dinner. It's like $5 to chuck together.
Yes, I've had
Sick.
man. Sometimes I have cereal for tea.
Oh yeah, cereal for dinner is the bomb. But like, that's the thing about like being in a relationship, is you can't just settle for cereal at dinner every night.
No.
Life isn't that easy.
No, it's like yeah, like Lauren, she came in before. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, she's like, "What's for dinner?" And I'm like, "Oh, I was just gonna have cereal.
Cereal.
I'm just gonna have cereal." And she's like, "I can't have cereal," and I'm just like,
Why the fuck not?
"Why not? It's fucking sick." Oh, anyway,
What's your favorite food?
yeah. What's your favorite food, dude?
Dude, I love
Food.
food, dude. I love sushi, man. I love some good sushi, or some a nice good old slice of pizza. I can dig.
Do you make
Yeah.
your own sushi, or do you go out? And
I
buy
don't.
it?
I go out and buy a sushi. I'm not nearly as trained to make sushi, but I do make my own pizza. So
Seaweed.
yeah.
Oi, all right, here's a question for you.
Yes.
As well.
Pineapple or no pineapple on your pizza?
Pineapple and pizza. 100%.
Pineapple and pizza. Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been wondering that about you, Max.
Somebody's
Yeah,
gonna someone's gonna hate.
No, I'm 100% pro pineapple on
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah. I'm pro pineapple on everything.
Fuck
You
the hate
you
of
heard it
pineapple
you
on
heard it here
cereal.
first. Vault of Valor, pineapple on pizza. 100%.
I fucking love pineapple on pizza. Sometimes I think, fuck it, I'm getting extra pineapple.
We're
Oh,
the
yeah.
poster boys for pineapple on pizza.
I like that. I like that. Nice. All right. So what do you guys do for a living? I know you kind of mentioned it earlier.
I just breathe. Breathe and eat. Breathe, eat, sleep, repeat.
Sometimes I scream into a microphone, you know, the usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that kills me more than it keeps me alive, to be honest.
It actually costs more money than it
Yeah.
generates.
Oh, yeah. Costs more life as
Jesus.
well.
Yeah.
So
I'm
got his answer.
I'm an electrician, and I used to be a chef, so
There you go.
yeah, that's what. But I'm a full-time electrician and work for like the utility company here, doing all the electrical shit.
electrical shit.
But yeah, man, I used to be a chef, so I can cook up a storm in the kitchen.
Nice.
Dad chicken.
You guys should
Dad
have like
chicken.
an Iron Chef battle if he ever comes over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I could do
yeah.
it. Let's do it. I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a operations administrator for a big fishing company, but I'm a vegan, so I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna become a designer.
That's
So
kind
now I'm doing graphic design for the big fishing company, so I'm still like,
Yeah.
yeah.
At least they're not making you eat the fish. I mean, yeah.
No.
They're like, oh, he's
But for
vegan.
the last couple of months, I've been like, moving tons and tons and tons of like fish inboxes by hand. It's about time.
Oh man, that's great. That's great.
I'm a scrawny dude, so I'm like not built for manual labor.
I have a question for you guys. Since it is winter, how cold does it get? Real cold there? Does it snow? Let me
Yes.
just ask that.
I don't know how to convert it to like Fahrenheit, but we've had some pretty cold mornings where it's like almost got below 0 degrees. It actually
Oh, wow.
snowed in some parts of Adelaide the other day for like the first time in a few years, and there was like a thin sheet of snow over some of it. So that's probably the coldest it's been in ages. It would have got below 0 degrees that day, I reckon.
Do you get
But-
a lot? Do you guys get a lot of snow, or is it usually just like a coating or something?
No, it was kind of just like a thin sheet of ice. Like, you could barely call it snow. It was like imposter snow. Down like to the south of the country, towards like Melbourne and stuff, and below that, it snows a lot. There's actually some places where it's like snowing all year.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
I've never actually been there. I've never actually seen snow in like all my 23 years until the other day. It snowed in Adelaide, which is like, I don't know, it's weird. I got my hair like cut the other day though by this person who's travelled over from Ireland.
Oh, wow.
And I was like going on about the cold to her, and she was just like, "You're a little bitch. Like, this is nothing. This is a warm summer day to me." And she's just like, "Fuck you." She's like wearing like a singlet and shorts and stuff, and like,
That's great.
I don't know,
That's
just a
hilarious.
little-
I know how it is. It does. It gets cold here. It definitely gets cold, very cold. It gets close to 0 for us, Fahrenheit.
Yep.
And it does snow. Like last year, we got, I think we got close to like a foot of snow when our measure,
Yep.
yeah. So, it was a lot of snow. But yeah, we do get some snow. So.
Yep. Have you seen snow before, Max?
No, I've never been to the snow.
That's what I was saying. I was like, the first time I saw snow the other day was like when it snowed in Adelaide.
I'm from like an outback country town in the middle of Australia, so nah.
Also, what? You've never flown on an airplane, so
What?
like,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got Yeah,
air phobias.
I've got a bit of a fear of flying.
How are you gonna get to the U.S. then? You gonna take a boat?
Probably. Both people.
I'm gonna have to fly, man. I'm just gonna have to do it.
Yeah. Come
Well,
on,
you're like that guy from
Like
Breaking
Food.
no Breaking Benjamin. Their vocalist. He's apparently afraid of flying, and
Oh, wow.
Really?
it's hilarious because like he was saying that he didn't want to fly to Europe, so he took a boat. Like him and like one of the guitar
Wow.
players took a boat from like
Wow.
the U.S. to like the Europe on a
That
boat.
would've-
And the rest of the
Yeah.
guys just flew. Like it was no problem. But like for some reason he couldn't do it. So like they were like, "Oh, take the boat. We'll take the boat." So they took a boat for
Wow.
like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It would have taken like a week to get there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a
The
long.
other guys are there in like 24 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
Just like twiddling their thumbs at the
They're like,
airport.
"Oh well, waiting for the other guys, you know, like whatever." Yeah.
No, I'll be doing it soon. The next few months,
Mm.
I'm just gonna bite the bullet.
Do
It
it.
does get really hot here though. Like,
Yes.
In my hometown, it's got to like 48 degrees before, which is like
Over
you would
100.
not be outside in that weather.
Yeah.
Oh, way over.
It's just
100
Way over
degrees.
100.
yeah, way
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, like 200.
it's like we don't actually know. It's like stay indoors weather and like sit inside the refrigerator.
That's crazy.
Like don't even try to go outside because
Yeah.
Satan will butt fuck you. Fiery hells of Sejuna.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Yeah, because I was talking to Trenton from Hands. We met him. I met him last year with the guys in like Memphis, Mayfire, and he was saying it was hot. He was like,
Okay.
"I'm glad we were touring the U.S. when it's like cold, because like it gets hot as shit in Australia." And I was just like, "How hot?" And he's like, "It gets real fucking hot." And I was just like, "That's crazy."
That's fucking hot.
Yeah. Well, when like bands from overseas come to Australia on like when they play in festivals here, it's usually in like decent weather-ish if
Yeah.
they get their shit right.
Mm.
And like all the overseas acts just like can't
They're
shut
like,
up
"Ah."
about how it is here.
Especially like playing on stage in the
Oh
sun.
yeah, with like
Like,
spotlights on you
yeah,
as well. Like
that's
be worse.
rough, man. That's rough.
Ooh, damn. All right. My next question is, if you could have a dream job outside of playing for your band, what would it be?
Definitely not being an electrician or a chef.
100% not electrician or chef.
A dream job.
Yeah.
Yeah, my life has been about like figuring out what the fuck my dream job is. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably being like Richard Branson or something. Oh man,
A millionaire.
he owns oh man, he owns an
Yeah,
Oscar.
Billionaire.
Yeah,
Billionaire.
yeah, what not? Yeah, that'll do.
I don't necessarily believe in this whole dream job thing because it's like you go back and like go back to like a spiritual like perspective of everything. Like, were we really meant to work our asses off in these like facades? And just like it's not my dream job. It's just like my dream of where the fuck I'd want to be. And like,
Yeah.
no, at the moment, honestly, like I know you said not the band, but I'd like to be like doing the band
Touring, yeah.
like as the job. Yeah, that would be great. But
Yeah.
we're a long way off of that.
Nah, you'll get around here. I know it. I have a feeling.
One day.
Anyway, this one's another good question. We got, if you could play another musical instrument besides the one that you already play, what would it be? Oh, the banjo?
Oh, his playing is so good.
Dude,
How good was that?
so much talent, man.
Mine would be any instrument. I can play a tiny bit of piano, but that's it.
Ooh, I
And,
like the
maybe
uke.
one chord out of the guitar. You need to tune that. It's
Oh
just
wow,
gonna
he's
pick
just
up
got all
instruments.
all of his instruments that he could play.
What else have you got around here? I can play this one.
What?
Didgeridoo.
Oh shit! Oh, I've never seen one of those. That's crazy.
Sick. I forgot I had that. Sick, man.
That's all.
Living in like rural outback town.
That's
Yeah.
surrounded by didgeridoos.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I'd so get a didgeridoo.
They're sick, man. You can make like awesome noises, like while you're blowing down it, you're like, and then you're like, woo!
So it's kind of like the like flamenco stuff where it's like, yeah!
No,
That
they're
was
sick.
that was great.
I don't think I've got anything else. Guitars and shit.
Guitars, yeah.
Yeah, but I love my harmonica.
Nice. Okay, so you pick harmonica then?
Yeah.
Bit of
Nice.
blues.
I can't
Yeah.
play the banjo.
Pressing.
Can't or the banjo. You can play the. What are you talking about? That was great.
That's why I'm like, I watched like there's
Bringing out the Mumford and Sons.
no, there was
yeah.
a thing on like there was a thing on David Letterman, like these like this little like I was like a group of brothers were playing like I think they're called like Sleepy Man Banjo Band. And this little kid, he was like 10 years
Like
old.
just ripping.
And oh man, he was shredding the fucking banjo, and like halfway through like the riff, he's like, and he was
Breakdown.
like, he was using the tuning peg like in the song, and I was just like,
Wow.
that's insane.
That's
I'm
sick.
like, I gotta get a fucking banjo.
And now you've got one.
Now you have one.
Nah,
Dreams.
No,
the dream came true. You know.
but yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So, well, since we talked about this a little earlier, and this is a special question, if you could be a Nintendo character, who would it be?
Ooh.
Shit, that's a heavy
Shit.
that's a heavy
Ah,
question.
shit.
You know what? Who's technically a Nintendo character now? Bayonetta.
Yes.
I don't know if you played any of the Bayonetta stuff,
Fuck's
but
that?
it's like the most like the
Bayonetta.
strongest Nintendo character. Hang on, fuck it off. Funny.
The strongest Nintendo character that no one's ever fucking heard of.
Do you guys?
Heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of Bayonetta. Are you? Do you,
Bayonetta's huge, man. Like,
What is
do
it?
you
Is it
guys?
an anime?
Do you guys play You guys play Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man. I fucking love my Nintendo. Grew up with it. Fuck, what character would I be?
Oh, fuck off, teens react. Get out of here. Oh, Bayonetta's in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's
now,
why I
isn't it?
said that. That's why I said that.
Let's look for pictures of it.
Who would I be?
Well, I've got the newest Super Smash Brothers, so I'm up to date on the roster.
Let me know, cause I have it, so I can add you.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
We like barely play it though.
It's
so
alright though. Now we can make it like a special thing now.
Just record it, put it on YouTube.
Just record it, yeah.
Like, Super Smash does Vault of Valor.
Oh yes, thank you. So
Here's your answer.
Mario.
Um,
Only because it's the same like initial as my name. So
from the modern Super Smash roster, I'd either pick Ike, Little Mac, or what's the like wizard dude? And you can like change skins between like him and a chick.
Oh,
Fucking-
is it Zelda and Sheik?
No, different one. He's from Fire Emblem or some shit. I haven't even played it, but
I know who you're talking about. Robin, right?
yeah, Robin.
Robin.
I've got pretty good with him lately.
Nice.
I'm on good terms with
wait,
him.
how sick is the new Mario Kart?
Yo,
Oh.
it's rad.
So good.
So good.
It's so good, man.
You're gonna laugh, but this is her, and she like.
That's a chick.
I'm showing him
You
Bayonetta.
can't
Nice.
be a chick.
Oh, why not? But she's like,
That's like me being like Princess Peach.
yeah, but Bayonetta's nowhere near as gay as Peach.
Anyway, next.
Bayonetta summons demons out of her hair, like demon demigod things.
Oh yes, sick.
It's sick.
yes, sick.
Yo,
She's,
yo.
she's got guns on her shoes. She's
Just-
got like stiletto high heels that have guns on the back of them. She like kicks people and shoots them at the same
That
time.
is true. He's right. He's right. So you would go with Bayonetta? Is that who you're gonna go with?
Yeah, I reckon that's some of the best games I've ever played, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Nice.
Link from Zelda's sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Link's pretty cool. Do you prefer Toon Link or Big Link?
Ooh,
Just Link.
age-old
Just-
question.
Just Link.
Is that what's your favorite Zelda one title?
Oh, Link to the
Like-
Past. Any
Link to the
day of
Past.
the week. Always,
Oh.
forever.
Nice.
I'm gonna say the new one, even though it's nowhere near out. But like,
Oh, Breath
from
of the
watching
Wild?
Yeah, from watching like 2 hours of footage of that shit, like it's gonna be my favorite one.
Yeah,
ever, right?
I'm definitely picking it up.
On the Wii U.
It'll be on. I think it's
Wii
coming
U.
on the Wii. It's gonna be on like the new one as well.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
soon. Yeah, Link to the Past, man. Me and my brother and my dad, we grew up playing that.
I'm glad
Right.
your dad plays, because my dad's
Oh,
just like
man.
my dad
My
never
dad-
plays.
Yeah, same.
My dad is the biggest role RPG, like role playing.
That's
Does he
sick.
play Dungeons and Dragons?
No, he doesn't
Nah.
play any of that.
Okay.
But like anything on like a console.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Link like Secret of Mana, Evermore,
Fucking hell.
all those games, man. Like, yeah, he's good at them. He's good.
Your dad's a boss. I like that.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
He's a legend. There you go.
I've started playing World of Warcraft again recently.
Ooh,
Just to like get up to date with it, because it's been like 5 or 6 years since I played it.
that's
Fuck
cool.
me, it's so changed.
Like all of all of the other guys on Audio Addiction, they all play. Like Chris
Really?
plays World of Warcraft. Well, he's been getting back into World of Warcraft. My other friend does a lot of streaming on Twitch. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. And
Twitch or your
Twitch. Twitch.
Yeah.
But
is he a good bloke or what?
yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. I think
Is that
he's
your
good.
mate?
He is my mate. He is my mate. Yes. And then the other guy, Nick, he also plays too, but he doesn't play as much online. It was
Yeah.
funny. The last episode when we finished doing it, he was playing Guitar Hero, and he was like showing me the screen. So, like we all game, but I'm mainly the Nintendo
Yeah.
guy. I
Yeah.
love Nintendo stuff.
Fanboy.
Sick, yeah, me too, man.
But
Man, I'm so shit at Guitar Hero.
Same, mate.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
can't-
shit at guitar, but like,
I'm so shit.
no, it would feel so foreign because you're so used to playing guitar.
yeah,
that you have
same.
this like piece of shit in your hands with these like 5 plastic buttons,
Yeah.
where you've got like all these like
Yeah,
nice
actual
guitars
guitars,
that
yeah.
feel comfortable.
It's weird though. Like I just can't play it.
you probably get more shit at guitar the more you played Guitar Hero.
You
I
do.
reckon.
100%. That's why I stopped playing it, because I was just like, why is it with these colored buttons? I was like, I'm pretty sure the guitar
Yeah.
neck is not like the size of a toothpick. And secondly, I'm like, I like playing the guitar way more than I like playing Guitar Hero. So
yeah.
It doesn't even gent.
I love playing like the drums though.
Yeah, the drums are
I'm
fun.
like, I'm
However-
pretty good at the drum bit. That's
Mm.
pretty cool.
however, this thing does gent. So
Whoa!
Yeah, I saw it before.
What a gent machine.
I don't even have to touch it. It just gents all by itself. I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'll just hear a dun 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 dun, like coming from the basement, and I'll be like, what is that? Oh, it's just genting by itself, whatever.
Actually, Josh, the other guitarist in the band.
Josh Gent Goblin.
Man, that guy gents, hey.
Oh,
Yeah,
he gents.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's got some sick songs on like YouTube that he's made on his 8-string and stuff. Fucking hell.
Maybe we
So good.
have
Way-
to
way
gent.
different, like, way different about stuff.
Yeah, you guys should have a gent off.
We have a gent off.
Have you seen that video where those two guys are like talking to each other in gent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
the
see
Morse
that?
code gent.
Yeah, the Morse code gent. Yeah.
That was so good.
That's
Have you,
great.
you would have listened to Periphery before.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know, what's his name? Is it Matt or Mark Holocom?
Mark. Yeah,
Well,
Mark.
Yeah, Josh looks exactly like him.
No, he does
without the-
not.
No, he does.
That's
And
great.
he's probably like his biggest fan as well.
He's like, I'm such a big
Fuck's
fan.
sake,
I'm
fuck's
such a big
sake.
fan. I look exactly like you.
Yeah, man, Josh's hair is like down to here now.
Josh is growing his hair a bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
He hasn't had a
That's
hair.
sick.
He hasn't had a haircut for what, over a year?
Oh,
Probably.
man.
I reckon.
Long time.
Dude, Jesus.
Long time.
That's
Oh, you
good.
should see it. It's gorgeous hair.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
So
damn.
lush.
So good.
So lush.
Sometimes I nibble on it and just.
That's something I didn't need to know about, but now I know. So, It's whatever.
That's alright.
Don't know
I
now,
didn't
you
need to know either.
Anyway, getting back to your band, what has been your most memorable moment? I know you're kind of still fresh out, but
Yeah.
I reckon the music video that we didn't do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon, man. I reckon that.
Fuck it, let's just talk about it.
Yeah, we've got a music video coming out in 2 weeks, I think. What's the date today?
You can talk about it later if you want, but just say music video for now, and we'll expound upon it.
Yeah, so yeah, we probably making that actually. That's when it all started, sort of, because we
To hit home,
we made
yeah.
that we made that.
Get some water.
Yeah, we made that about what about now? About a month ago?
Nah.
Nearly 2
like
months ago?
3 months ago, I reckon.
Yeah, so a few months ago we made that. We made that before the EP actually came out, so because we wanted to get everything ready and sort of have some stuff ready to go, so we could just release things at the right time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So thanks, man.
We're smart like that.
Yeah, so probably making that. That was awesome. Awesome experience. First sort of film clip I've ever done or anything like that. But yeah.
Oh yeah, totally new for almost all of us, I reckon. Sean's done stuff in the past.
Yeah,
like that before.
Paul's done stuff as well.
Oh yeah, Paul as well.
But yeah.
Oh, probably this would have been the biggest scale thing for them though, because we got like a theatre lighting dude to come and like help us out, and we like flew the camera dude over from Queensland, and like
Yeah.
it was a pretty like huge
Yeah, it
thing.
was a big-
We had like a huge space where we did it. I don't
Yeah.
want to say any more about that, but like getting a hold of that was a pain in the ass for you.
Yeah. Organising and organising. Yeah, after it, we filmed a bit of a storyline as well for it. A couple of my mates are in the story section of the video, and yeah, went out for weeks, like scouting locations and stuff like that, trying to find like the right places to film and stuff like that. And on the day leading up to it, it was great weather, but on the actual day, oh man, there was like torrential rain, like windy, and we did some like coastal shots.
Yeah, Max is like, "Oh, Josh, do you want to like come hang out while we like film all this stuff?" And I'm like, "Fuck that!"
Yeah.
Shit outside.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But it made for some awesome footage, and yeah, I can't wait to put it out. It's gonna
Nice.
Should be really good.
I'm excited, man. All right, so the next question that I got for you, what has been your favorite live show that you've been to? And who puts on a good live show?
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say,
Fear Factor.
Shit, that's a lot of live.
no,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna have to say, Steel Panther at the Thebarton Theatre.
That would have been good. Didn't go to that.
That was the funnest show I've ever been to, and I'll rave about that show.
Yeah,
one of our
sound waves, so I reckon that
Yeah.
would have been even better there.
Yeah, Thebarton was good because one of our mates, Jack, he actually got up on stage. He's like a sick drummer.
Yeah.
He got up on stage and played "Hot for Teacher"
Ah,
with-
sick.
with Steel Panther,
Panther.
and he nailed it. Hey, and
That's-
it took the show to another level, and everyone was loving it, man.
It would have been like, oh man, there would have been like tears in his eyes while he was playing that.
That was an awesome show. Awesome show. The atmosphere was great.
I reckon honestly for me, it would have been System of a Down at Soundwave a few years ago. I don't know how many years ago it was, but just like the vibe of the crowd, seeing this band that had like been on hiatus for like the last like 10, 15 years. Just like there wasn't a single person in that entire audience that wasn't just like bouncing up and down to like all of their like
hit
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every song of theirs. So plus like it's System of a Down, who doesn't love them?
Yeah, of course.
Crazy.
Awesome. That one's a good. Those are both great ones. My next question is, if you could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Fear Factory.
I couldn't see that one coming from like a
Jada.
mile away.
I don't know. Probably just our favourite bands are probably our influences. I reckon, like August Burns Red, Texas in July. Wish they didn't break up. Yeah, probably.
I'd be too embarrassed to do like a tour with any of these bands. They're way too like out of our caliber.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, dream tour. Yeah, probably.
Would Dream on Dreamer be on your
Probably
dream tour?
that.
Oh yeah, there's another Australian band. Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah.
Man, there's so
Yeah,
many.
so, yeah, I'm like, my dream would be to open for Fear Factory next time they come here.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'd like to see you
dream.
just play a song with them.
Oh
Like
man,
get up
Oh.
there with the Fear Factory guitar.
Imagine
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't be able to play, man.
It'll happen.
I'd be up there.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah, like, okay.
Embarrass
Just-
yourself and they'll pick you off. And
Yeah.
Just send them a picture of your Fear Factor like museum here you got going on, and then they'd be like,
Hey?
"Oh, dude,
Yeah,
next
yeah,
time we're in
really.
Australia."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great.
shit, I don't
Um,
even know. Oh.
Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you a photo of the gig
You and the
that I went to.
the,
Oh,
So
the
that's-
Steel Panther.
That's me and the boys.
the Fear Factory guys.
Ah,
Yeah, That's
sick.
me and the boys. Yeah. So I've got a gold record of Obsolete that I got them to sign.
That would look shit on his screen, hey?
Probably.
It's all right
Everyone's
though.
face is like whited out.
But yeah, no, that was awesome. I got a Snapchat with Burton C. Bell, the vocalist as well.
That's crazy.
So what's Snapchat?
That was sick. That was sick. I was like, "Oi, Bert." I was like, "Can I get a Snapchat with you, mate?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And it was a legend, man. It was sick.
That's crazy. That's awesome. My next question is favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Oh,
Mm,
easy one for me.
I don't know about
You go
movies, though.
first.
Easy one for me. You go first.
Well, the way like people's attention spans are nowadays when it comes to movies and shows. So like take the Marvel scheme of things for instance. How
Yeah.
there's like several Marvel movies every year.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
your
gonna-
attention's
I'm gonna
really
prepare
like
for it.
fleeting between them. Well, of course. But wouldn't say movie, but I'd say like the Star Wars universe
He's gonna crack.
Yes.
probably.
I like
It's
that.
like the bomb dig. Like I don't hate any of it. It's all absolutely great, and all the like great games that have spawned from it and
Even-
everything.
Even
Yeah,
Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Even fucking Jar Jar Binks.
Like Josh loves Jar Jar.
Oh, of course he does.
I couldn't believe it. We were like chatting about Star Wars the other day. And it was like something come up about Jar Jar Binks, and Josh was like, what? And I was just like, Jar
I don't
Jar
get
Binks.
it.
He's like, Jar Jar Binks is sick, man. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, I love Jar Jar Binks. I cracked up. I lost it. Oh man, that was funny.
Favorite show though.
TV shows a hard one
Oh yeah.
because they come and go.
How I Met Your Mother, to be honest.
Yes.
Like
I love
start to finish, that is one fucking great series.
Thank you. I love that. That's like one of my favorite TV shows. So, I like you, George. That was good.
That's
I love you, Brett.
pretty cool, man.
Okay, over to you.
Favorite TV show? That's a hard one.
Breaking Bad.
Well, yeah, recently, but like, you know, I've had heaps since I was a kid.
I watched Lost lately. That was fucking disappointing.
I couldn't get through that.
Yeah.
But favorite TV show, probably, I'd probably say Breaking Bad. Like at the moment, like we watched it twice, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
As soon as
That's
it finished, I'm
crazy.
like, let's
Yep.
watch that again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Favorite movie?
Mad Max. Nice.
Here it
No, Mad Max 2.
I like that. Mad Max 2.
is.
It's got it. Yeah, I love that movie, man.
Did
When
you
you
see the
mirror
new?
it,
Did you see the
it's
new
kind-
one?
Damn 2.
Did you see the newest one, Fury Road?
Yeah, dude.
What'd you think about it? You didn't look. You don't.
Now, next question.
Before I start getting mad.
Did you like it?
It wasn't bad. I hadn't seen any Mad Max movies. That was like the first Mad Max.
You would have loved it then.
What, the second one or the second one or the new one?
No, the new one.
The new one?
Haven't well, I don't know. It kind of works like this with Mad Max. If you're like a diehard fan and you love number 1 and number 2, 3, yeah, not as much.
Yeah.
But the new one was just like, I mean, Mel Gibson wasn't even in it, man. Like, to me, he's Mad Max, and like, because the progression of the storyline didn't continue on with him.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's all about the storyline, and the reason the 3 movies are so good is because they're so different from each other.
Yeah.
And then this one kind of did its own thing with new new actors and new everything. Like, if it wasn't called Mad Max, I would have liked it.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, that was a sick post-apocalyptic movie, but
but it was repping the.
My
it
God.
was tarnishing the name.
Yeah, in the context of like the Mad Max series,
It's the same with Star Wars, like 1, 2, and 3. If you hadn't seen any of the rest of Star Wars, you'd probably love it, or you'd hate it because of fucking Jar Jar Binks. Like, with the perspective of
I know
4, 5, 6, yeah, and now 7, because 7 I reckon is up with the originals.
Yeah.
Like, you go back and look at the first 3 episodes, and you're like, what the fuck is this, like, kids show? It's just, yeah. Honestly, Star Wars isn't a good movie. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, but, like, they're kind of terrible movies.
I'll disagree with you. I'll disagree 100%.
Okay.
I fucking love it.
It's just the universe and, like, the cult fiction about it and everything that's, like, it's me. And but when I, like, look at it as, the qualities of a movie in Star Wars, I'm like...
Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah.
You've got to... Nah. Disagree.
Nah, okay.
Disagreeing on
Nah.
Okay.
You've got to keep in mind when it was made, the budget that they had, and the innovation that they had while they were making it.
That's true.
And, like, the story's a classic, like, it's a classic story.
Yeah.
Told in, like, a unique way on a tight budget with great storytelling and great special effects for the time, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
So, nah.
Yep, so that one's back out.
I agree with Max 100% on that. Yeah. I love it.
It's persuaded me a little.
These young kids, they put a New Hope in their DVD player, or they did. Man, I was watching that on VHS when it came out.
I was watching it on Imparja.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember Imparja?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's like the Northern Territory's got their own, like, which is like the state above ours in Australia. They've got their own, like,
TV station.
Ghetto TV station. That was like, watched a lot of that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan.
Oh man, I like that. I like that choice. I also there's supposed to be like a plot twist that Jar Jar Binks is actually like the evil like lord of everything.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. What is it? What's his name? This
Snook or whatever. Come on.
Yeah. No. Darth Sidious.
Sidious is Palpatine.
Palpatine, yeah.
Yeah, right. But Snook, you know the.
No. Who's the guy that he talks about? The guy that says he can bring people back from the dead.
Snook.
No.
Or Snoke.
No,
sorry.
No.
Yeah, the dude that what's his face? Who's the fucking...
sorry, Darth Plagueis. Is it Darth Plagueis?
Plagueis.
Remember when he's chatting to Anakin in like the in the what's it called? Which one was it? He's chatting to Anakin and he's saying like
episode 3 or something.
Yeah. And he's telling him about blah blah blah, like this Darth Plagueis the Wise or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and he talks about him bringing it back because it's like relevant.
Yeah.
Anakin's
And there's like,
thing.
I've read like all these fan theories about Jar Jar being like a Sith Lord and being him and all that. But like, yeah, I don't reckon they'll ever.
And how can like such a dim-witted creature like hold so much power in the Citadel and all this shit? It's just like... It's kind
Man,
of convincing, but it's
there's
also
a-
just like.
Man,
a
I
fan
love
theory,
I love
man.
fan theories and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's like conspiracy theories.
some of them are so good. You think how can
How can they not be?
how can the director like or the
Yeah.
whoever's writing the new movie not jump on it and say that's a sick idea.
Mm.
I'm going to use that. You know what I mean? Because some of them are really clever. Like,
Oh yeah.
The Game of Thrones one, like almost all of the fan theories are correct. Like, they've got books to base them on as well, and even
Yeah.
though the show's different, they're still like. Sometimes it does feel like the people who are writing the show do look at the fan theories and they're like, "Oh, that's sick. Like, let's do that."
Well, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I reckon it's
Why
a
not?
great idea. Because, like, rather than just have, like, this, small pool of people who come up and write the stories, you've got the whole world
Let the
coming up.
community in,
You've
yeah.
got the whole world coming up with all this awesome shit, so, like, why not use some of it?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to ask our resident Star Wars master, Chris. He knows all the Star Wars knowledge, so Chris, let me know in the comments. Or just message me or whatever. I know you know, so.
Say Chris is a dog.
Chris... No, Chris is
a
not.
dog.
No, he's not. My next
Goodbye.
question is favorite video game.
I said Bayonetta before, but I'll have to think about that.
My favourite video game is is Mario 3.
Nice. I like that
Mario
choice.
3.
Fucking classic game.
It was
man.
good.
That is.
So good. Way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever see the movie The Wizard? With
Yes.
Christian Slater?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I haven't.
Oh. That was
That's
so
good.
When that come out.
Is that relevant to Mario 3? or-
Yeah, they played
Oh.
Mario 3 in it for like the first time.
Oh, okay.
And the debut of the Power Glove.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, everyone I know wanted one of them. So good.
For me, it'd be between, like I said, Bayonetta, The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Played
lots
the
of
shit out of multiplayer on that. And I don't even know because I'm a gaming fanatic, so I've played so many damn video games. I reckon World of Warcraft would be up there, even though I don't play it that much. Just the whole universe of it. Oh, and RuneScape.
Ooh, RuneScape.
Yeah, I don't know
Ooh.
if you encountered that before, but
I have-
that was
I have encountered RuneScape before.
yeah.
Some
that
of
was
my
my
some of my
early-
friends have played RuneScape, so
Yeah,
yes.
some of the people I know still play it to this day.
It's
Like,
crazy.
How often? I haven't played it.
It's from the 90s. Started in 97, I reckon.
Yeah, right.
And then they've sort of updated it to look.
Decent.
what system?
Oh, computer. It's like a World of Warcraft type
Oh,
thing
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like massive online, blah blah blah. But yeah, I've got friends who still play it to this day, and I'm kind of like, that's cool that you're doing that, but what the fuck are you doing with this? I just don't have the time for that
Oh,
shit.
and there's another game I want to give a shout out to on the Super Nintendo's Axlay. Have you ever played Axlay?
I have not.
Oh man, the music in that game is incredible. I've downloaded the soundtrack.
Yeah, wow.
I've downloaded the soundtrack to that game and I listen to it on the regular.
Oh, Dark Souls.
Dark
The
Souls.
entire
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's
nice.
it.
Well, since I know George has a Wii U, I think you guys should pick up Super Mario Maker. It's awesome.
Oh, I've got it. I
Do
love
you?
it.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
so
Wait,
sick.
wait,
Yeah, me and my fiance, we make levels for each other.
Oh, I love that shit, dude. That's great.
She's like, we make levels for each other, but there's no way that you could ever complete any of them.
Yeah.
it's just like, oh
It's
man.
like the point of it, isn't it?
Oh,
To
dude,
just
it's
make
it's just
difficult
like
shit.
it's like bullets like everywhere, and then there's like a pipe, and then you've got to jump through all of the cannons to get to the end, and there's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have fun. We have fun making them. We ring each other up. So when we're on our way
Got a
home,
surprise for you when
on
you
our-
get home.
Yeah, so when you get home from work, turn on the Wii U and check out level 6 that I made for you.
Prepare to die.
And then I get home. And she's sitting there playing it. She's like, I bloody hate you.
It's like
You can have cereal for dinner tonight, man.
Yeah.
It's like the song naming convention all over again. You're like level 6, song 6. There we go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how we know. That's how we know you got that issue.
I don't even bother naming the level.
Yeah, you're just like,
'Cause I won't remember.
how much do I hate my fiance level 1?
Once done.
That's great. And the last thing I got for you guys is if you'd like to talk about what you're doing in the future. So well, obviously you released an album, and if you want to talk about that and anything coming up soon.
Yeah, we're going to the US, aren't we, to like stay at his place?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
are we coming over?
Whenever
We're
you
staying at
want.
your place.
Jersey.
Yeah, sick.
I hope you can fit 5 big sweaty dudes on that couch.
You could definitely put probably 5.
Yeah.
Probably.
So what we've got coming up, we've got our EP launch coming up on the 3rd of September. And then after that, probably 2 weeks after that, we're going on like a regional trip to Port Lincoln. And we're going over there with our mates band Adagio Allegro. They're sick.
Yeah, they're doing an album release,
Nice.
like tour thing, so we're like sort of hopping on board with that leg of it. And they invited us to another show, but I don't know if that invite still stands, because like it's kind of difficult for us with the drummer situation, as we were saying, of like organizing him between his like
Yeah.
massive schedule. So don't know if that'll happen.
Yeah. But then after that, we've got the video that's coming out in a couple of weeks.
So before that.
Huh?
Before that.
What?
Like before the show is the music video.
Yeah. So we're gonna release the music video in a couple of weeks before our EP launch. Then the EP launch. Then we're playing in Port Lincoln. And then after that, I'm organising a show here in December 2nd, and I'm trying to find some of those awesome local bands that can fit that into their schedule. So yeah, I'm just organising that at the moment, but that's pretty much where we're at.
Probably get some photos and shit.
Yeah,
done in
we
between.
need to get
No
some.
one knows what we look like.
Yeah, that's
Exclusive.
Now they only have 2. We have 2 of the 4 tentative members.
We've got a studio diary where you can see like a couple of people, but it's still missing like a bassist and
yeah.
that's it.
So and then a little bit further down the track, probably a few more months, probably 6 months or so. We may have a new song coming out, and that's about it.
Nice. And where can they find you? Do you have a Twitter? I know you have Facebook, obviously. You have a YouTube page. Do you guys have Twitter?
We've got all that stuff. So we've got
Do we use Twitter much? Josh is onto it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the Twitter guy. So Josh is the Instagram and the Twitter guy.
Nice.
I'm the Facebook guy, and I think that's it.
Yeah, you like do YouTube.
I did we're on Spotify, iTunes,
You're like the manager as well.
Google Play, blah blah blah. All of the streaming sort of apps and stuff like that. We're on Spotify and iTunes and YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So.
Maybe we'll open a Twitch channel. This is like Vault of Valor gaming or something.
Yes.
We were thinking about,
cool.
because we do so much like crazy shit on Snapchat. We're thinking about doing a Vault of Valor Snapchat.
Oh, you have a Snapchat too? Yeah.
I've drove my car into a few things on there.
Just to test it out. You know?
Yeah, just to test out the Snapchat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's pretty much where we're at the moment, anyway.
Nice. All right, I'll make sure to link all of that in the description. Also, make sure to check out their Bandcamp as well. You can buy their album. Please go check it out. Or you can get a physical album, which they'll deliver to you with some special Australian goodies. So, if you want some of that Australian goodies, just ask for a physical. Because it was a funny story. Because Max was telling me that like he wasn't expecting physical CDs. You could probably tell the story from earlier about how you weren't expecting physicals.
Yeah. So the other guys in the band were like, "Okay, so we're gonna make CDs," and I'm just like,
Nah.
They're like, why not? And I'm like, man, who buys CDs anymore? Everyone everyone just downloads stuff.
We've sold more physicals than digitals, haven't we?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm like, all right, we'll get 50, but only 50. And like, like my mum will probably want one. Your parents, your nan. Oh, you've made CDs. Oh, make sure you send me one. Yeah, I will, nan.
Yeah, mum wants one.
Yeah, don't worry, nan. I'll send you one. So. Yeah, so we just got like 50 made.
This doesn't fit in my record player.
Yeah, that's what
It's too small.
That's what it was like.
The bin doesn't reach.
And then like, so we got them, and then I chucked them up on our Bandcamp, and like people from like America, Russia, Japan, Thailand, the UK, like, there was a sale in Minsk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
So like, and they've just been like,
Did we have an Africa one as well? I reckon
that was
maybe.
that was a digital, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah, like
crazy.
people have been buying the CDs, and it's just been like, yeah, like I said earlier, like it's just been overwhelming. Like, yeah, I just can't believe that it's gone global, like pretty much as soon as we released it.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, yeah, we weren't even thinking about that.
Now you
But
can
yeah, it's happened. It's really good. It's
now you
really
can
cool.
get an exclusive 1 of 50 CDs from Vault of Valor. You have to wait it like that, and then now everybody will want a CD. So that's
Sorry,
cool.
you did it for us.
There we go. We
Yeah.
got it.
one of the first 50.
One of the first 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll come up on that UNFD merch swap page or whatever. You see that one before? Sell all that shit on there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, that is it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like Vault of Valor. Go check them out. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe for them and check out them, because they got a bunch of new stuff coming up, and I'm excited, as you can already tell. Excited for these boys out in Australia. They're killing it. So, with that being said, talk to you later. See ya.
Thanks, Brent.
Yo.
Later.
TYL.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Brandon. Thank you, everyone.